We've talked about it. We haven't come to an agreement. It's my birthday.
It might happen live on the show. Oh, Mike Lynch is already
Happy
trying to
birthday,
come on the show.
Happy birthday, buddy. Cheers.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. I'm bad at that on Facebook every day, but I thought we got it.
We're live now, Phil. We're live, folks. But we got about 1 minute left in the pre-zone zone. So please take this 1 minute to think about somebody you love and send them a good message of love in your mind. And while you're at it, why don't you share the page?
We haven't come to an agreement.
Smash the like button or what you call it, since we've been on live for 31 seconds so far. So, hold on, I gotta do a couple adjustments here. Bang, bang, bong, boom. That way I can see what's going on. Welcome, folks, to the show. Please share. Share with your grandma. Share with your cousins. I'm sharing on Socially Distant Fest anyway, even if they call me out. I'm sharing the Shithouse Wire. I'm sharing the Hartford family. I can't share the Chicago Farmer fan page. They always take it off of there. He said, let's try to keep it Chicago Farmer related.
All right.
So we can't share there. Coalition for Better Decatur, I'm going to share there. Colonel Bruce Hampton, I'm going to share it there. Turn your volume down.
Yeah, it's off.
I'm sharing the Artist Hub. I'm sharing the Shoe family. I'm sharing the virtual shakedown lot. I'm not ready yet. So. Hey, folks, it's time. Welcome to the Squirrel Zone. Oh, get out your squirrels! It's the week before Christmas. We want to share it in the real dead lot, as opposed to the not so real dead lot. I'm sharing it everywhere, Easton.
Go ahead.
Hey, you have your permission to share it?
Yes. No, you don't need my permission to do that.
I'm sharing it with over 10,000 people per page. One of the pages has 82,000 people that I share it in. Alright, that's plain enough. You know what, folks? If you're not here yet and you don't have it, you're not part of the feed yet, well, you may not make it. Let's make sure this all happens. Look at that. Hey! That there would be Myrtle. That's not Myrtle. Actually, it is Myrtle. It's Myrtle the Squirtle. Yeah, I'm not going to let him in the room yet. Mike Lynch, I see you in the waiting room, but we're going to wait a few minutes till we let you in the room. Say something, Phil.
Something, Phil.
Hello, John.
Hello, Phil. Hello, everybody in the world. Welcome to the Phil and Jon Zone, number 32. 32
number
weeks
32.
in
Hello,
quarantine.
John. Glad to see you. I was just listening to the music. Glad to see you on a Friday night. 32 weeks in a row, and cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Phil. 32 weeks in a row, bud.
32 weeks.
Special. Tonight we have our first international guest tonight, all the way from north of the border, the Great White North, Canada. His name is Mike Lynch. He's a performer. He's going to be on in about 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
After we do our first parts of the evening. Couldn't find any special guests to come on for 5 records, so we're just going to do our 5 records like on our own. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're
What's been?
a couple new segments coming up, but we have a special guest east of the border, Ethan, right over there.
He is from east of the border, kind of in a way. From east to me.
Good. I had a 1 out of 4 chance to get that right.
No, I'm west.
Shit.
Oh, I'm east of the border, west of the Pecos. It depends on which way you're staying. If you're in Australia, it might be something different. Our friend Myrtle the Squirtle is having a lot of food. He's eating all the bird food. It's Christmas time, folks. Feed your squirrels. They really need to be.
Chester says hello, and then
Put Chester.
Hey, get out of here. Go.
Chester.
Now you gotta feed them.
They need a drink too, probably. Is that squirrel got a drink out there?
No.
I don't know. Do you give your squirrels drinks, Phil?
Nope. No.
What do they drink? Do they do?
Hey, chillax.
I don't know. Do they drink milk? I bet squirrels drink milk.
Squirrels drink squirrel milk from their mama's boobies when they're little.
Yeah. So what would be the difference?
No. The only thing I give to an animal is I don't give any a catnip to a cat. That's about it. I have a cat. Right there.
Yeah, we're gonna see if is anybody come in the room yet so far. We got 14 people watching us tonight already. 14 people that are watching us.
What reason are they watching us?
Because there's a sucker born every minute.
That's right.
As I read from the mystical scrolls,
Yes.
it says here on these mystical scrolls that we will have a segment called 5 Albums shortly, where we talk about 5 musical albums. The beginning of the Phil and John show every week. I'm getting it out of the way early because our guest is already in the waiting room. We don't want to keep him waiting for too long. He'll be on about 4:20. Shit, I was supposed to roll a joint. I didn't roll a joint either. That's okay. 5 albums. Hold on, let me get the
Should we do it before or after?
Before or after what?
Before 4:20. You want to do it right now?
Well, 4:20 is when when our buddy's gonna come in. So
We have
all right, folks, it's time for 5 albums with Phil and John, sponsored by Squirrel Milk.
Yes. New thing.
Everybody's gonna be drinking Squirrel Milk by the end of the week.
That's an expensive
So
industry. I bet.
I'll start tonight with one of my favorite albums. It originally belonged to somebody named Valerie Martin because they wrote their name on it. This is the Sam Cooke hits of the 50s. So like the early Sam Cooke, the very beginning of Sam Cooke when he was a little kid. 1950s, man.
Yeah, I'll take them.
I mean, that
Hey there, Mona Lisa.
in the colors from 70 years ago? Yeah, about 50s.
1950s, 70 years ago, dude. Who killed Sam Cooke?
Yeah.
Who killed Sam Cooke?
No.
No, there's a movie. Like he died twice, got murdered or something. I don't think they know. Here.
Hey,
Give that to Eason.
Charlie Pride. I couldn't find that. Charlie Pride. Behind closed doors.
Oh, peace out to Charlie Pride.
Charlie Pride.
There's a really dirty song about Charlie Pride, but I won't sing it right now.
Simon and Garfunkel. Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Hold it up to the opposite side of the lamp. There you go.
Can't think of that album. What's on that album?
Real quick. Okay.
Everything. Probably Parsley, Sage, Rosemary Thyme, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. The other song they have, Sound of Silence, is that on there?
All right, Ethan.
Maybe this one first.
Who's up?
Fold out.
Yeah,
Okay, I got John B. Sebastian. Whose garden was this? You know, this is a really good. This is a pretty important album. As you can see from the back of it, John B. Sebastian played at Woodstock. And he was one of the opening acts by himself, not without the Loving Spoonful, because I think they probably couldn't get all the guys together. And he was a spun kitten during that set. He was, woohoo! He ate the mushroom dust right before he went on.
Huh.
This is a great album, though. Yeah, check out all kinds of fun, like, Woodstock memorabilia inside, photographs and stuff. I think the album's actually what's called... Oh, this one's just called John B. Sebastian. He does have one called Whose Garden Was This?
Right.
I like that. I like that statement. Whose garden was this?
I catch myself watching documentaries on footage of Woodstock and underground footage of festivals and okay. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, this Christmas one. Just gonna do a holiday one.
I didn't do any holiday records this week. What kind of songs are on that album? Like a whole bunch of versions?
Reindeer. Come on, I got stories about one. It's gonna take me 5 minutes to do one.
Is Randolph the Shiny Gun Ranger on there?
No, it's the lead dude who goes that way.
All right. Next is my third choice tonight is one of my favorites. It's the Atlantic Rhythm Section. Champagne Jam is the name of this one. This album. But the album cover artwork.
Great album, dude.
Look at the artwork, dude. It's like a fish playing electric guitar. It's with a hat on. It's just awesome.
Classic stuff. Great music.
Now, I've got Stanley Mouse. I wonder who did the artwork for that. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Yeah, the print's too small. No luck there.
Here's Steve Winwood.
Didn't catch it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was his Higher Love album, or
40,000 Headman, Peggy. He sounded like Steve Winwood. And they play Cream Puff Warriors, Peggy Lunham.
Ballad of Lois Malone.
You're up, John.
oh, he shared the video with me. Our guest just shared the video with me on my messenger.
Cool.
All right, you know who this is? Freddie Fender, and he's in rockin' country. I just love the artwork. I bought this one specifically for the artwork on the cover of it. That's just too much. It's probably offensive on so many levels, but I just love it. Freddie Fender.
I don't mind with riding bulls as a
Maybe not so offensive. The blanket, maybe, I don't know. But then, like, in the back, he's got these cactuses. He's in the desert. Do you know who Freddie Fender is?
Of course I do.
Yeah. The song on here called Take Her a Message, I'm Lonely. It's a great song title.
Just that cover. Classic. It feels great. And this is like 50 years old.
It looks like something else.
Leather, dude. I'm feeling it. It's so cool. And I'm just going to open it up. And look at it. And it's so buff. Grace Slick and Jefferson Airplane. Yeah.
Jefferson Airplane, nice.
Yeah. The Worst Of. The album is called Worst Of. All right, you got one more left. Then I got a story about this.
I bought this one for 12 cents. It actually has a price tag on it for what looks to say 12 cents. It's called Sesame Disco.
I have that one.
And now if you had picked it tonight, that'd be crazy. It's Sesame Disco. So you can shake your tail feather with all your disco girls at Studio 54 to the sound of Me Lost Me Cookie at the Disco. And Doing the Trash. Doing the Trash. Doing the Trash. All right, so Sesame Disco is my fifth and final pick for this evening for 5 records. And then you can just hit them there. Cool. Your last one. What's your last one you got first tonight, Phil?
Cool. It's called Dark Mark. It's Mark Lanigan. If everybody knows Mark Lanigan,
we had a discussion about Mark Lanigan last week.
Yep, Screaming Trees. Import Elm unopened. I mean, it just came in the mail 2 days ago. My girlfriend Laura, when I met her 12 years ago, loved Mark Lanigan and Greg DeLuey, and if you know Creams of the Stone Age and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Import Elm. Queens. Unexplainable, great music, Christmas album.
Mark Lanigan came from the Screaming Trees originally.
Yes, correct.
Nearly Lost You, Screaming Trees, Seattle scene, and then he played in what's that one called? Queens of the Stone Age?
Queens of the Stone Age.
A band I totally missed.
Right there in the poster of Mark Lanigan, and Queens of the
See the way your lady melted when she started talking about them. She must really like them. I missed that band completely.
I did too. I never did catch them. They're East Coast, aren't they?
Well, I think it was post grunge. It was like we were excited about grunge for a while. And by the time we started getting to other things, they were starting to produce albums.
Okay.
And I think maybe that I had moved on to different stuff. I had become a crazy, stupid deadhead and done all this other stuff in the early '90s to get to that point.
The guy from Queens of the Stone Age, I forgot his name. They go to Nevada into the retreat in the. But I don't know. It's fun.
Hey, 5 records.
Yeah, good choice, Phil. Yeah.
Anybody wants to come on the show with us and do 5 records? We're welcoming guests to Zoom with us with their 5 records. And 5 records, Phil and John, sponsored by Squirrel Milk. Everybody drink some. Well, right now, it says we have like 17 people in the room with us, Phil. Our guest.
That was my lucky John Havlicek. Yeah.
Now, our guest is in the waiting room. We're going to make him wait a few more minutes because I'm just kind of like that. Hey, Wolfgang Stubblefield just checked in. Adam Tomaszewski checked in. Chris Johnson, Laura Boyne, Tom Dean. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for checking in. If you're out there, folks, and you have the opportunity to hit the share button. And whether they say, like, mash the like button, dude. You know?
Right, yes.
Subscribe below.
Subscribe. Hit it.
Turn on notifications for all videos upcoming. And you will be annoyed. It's okay, though. So our 15 viewers, we just went down in number. Every time I talk about the viewers, we go down in number. So let's not talk about the viewers anymore.
And ignore the number.
Let's
I usually tell people, ignore the number.
We've got a couple more minutes before our guest comes in. And I think it's probably about time, I don't know if he's ready for it yet, for, Phil, are you ready?
Yes.
It's time for Sports with Phil. 1 minute of sports with Phil. Sponsored by Squirrel Milk. You have 1 minute, Phil.
Okay, 1 minute. My Vikings play the Bears this weekend. Go Vikings! They play. The Sox. I love the Tony La Russa hire. Now that I think about it, and they're gonna. I know the Cardinal fans, and I have no clue what's going on with that. College football. Northwestern's going to get killed by Ohio State tomorrow. I love Northwestern. Pat Fitzgerald. Purdue Boilermakers from down there. Big Ten. I'm a Big Ten fan. Go Razorback, Josh Blades.
15 seconds.
Big thing. USC in Oregon tonight. Go USC. Bingo. We got 10 more seconds.
That was Sports with Phil, folks. Every week we give Phil 1 minute to talk about sports. Because as you know, there are too many rules on the Phil and Jon Zone. There are very few rules.
I like Oregon tonight against USC.
I'll bet you $10. I'll bet you a 6-pack of beer.
That's a better bet to make.
That's
6-pack beer.
That is a bet. It's on.
I got no point. Straight up.
Domestic or import?
Wherever we're at, what's close.
If it's the beer guy over there, we'll go 1 cup.
No
If
point.
it's a beer vendor, 1 glass, 1 cup. Okay, so
Hurry up, I got DraftKings and FanDuel. Hurry up.
Are you complaining?
No.
Longest minute ever, says Brian Flick.
I like your lighting. Love your lighting. You have an awesome place, John.
Well, the lighting special, I can turn that light on, or I can turn this light on behind me. But this is good for the screen likes this, because you can kind of see the background.
Right, I do too. I like it. I like it a little dark, personally.
Well,
yeah.
Folks, you know, I think we should have a guest come in. This guy from Canada. You ready to meet our friend Mike Lynch, Phil?
No, I have not met Mike Lynch before.
We're gonna hold you. Put that down, or we'll hold you to it.
All right. Back down.
Put that down. You're the whole second set tonight. The guy that I'm going to bring on in a few minutes, folks. What's going on now? We've been stuck in quarantine for like 40-some weeks now. Phil and I have been doing a show for 32 weeks. And about 36 or 37 weeks ago, Cody Dekoff was doing shows. And he started doing his live shows on Friday nights. And I would, Chicago Farmer, if you're familiar with what I'm talking about. And I would tune in every Friday night. I try to tune every week to watch Chicago Farmer's show. And then at the end of the show, it ends. And they just decide to feed you something else on the players. Like, well, here's another video that you have no clue what you're going to see. And this guy pops up in my feed. Okay? His name's Mike Lynch. He's the cowboy in the bathtub. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to bring him in the room. I found him by accident. And I've been kind of watching him. And, don't tell Cody. But I think I've been more religious to Mike's shows than Cody's shows. Because they're on at the same time. And he's from Canada. I'm going to start him into the room now. We'll see what happens. It takes a minute to get everything squared away. But we'll bring him in. And we'll all get to meet him in person right away or off the bat here. So while he's coming in, no, we won't do that. We'll have a volcano erupting. Give him a minute to get things put together. He's got to connect to audio and video. These Zoom things. We've been doing this for 32 weeks, folks, and we have not figured it out yet. We have not quite got her down.
This Zoom's one of the easier ones to deal with. Some of the others are really complicated.
Yeah. And we've had guests that came on that didn't ever get to work. Pete Jive for 2 weeks came on, and it was just him with no sound.
Oh, man.
And then he would log off.
Yeah.
And there he is. Mike, what's up, buddy? Hey, I'm John. I can't hear you, though. You got no sound, Mike. Maybe got to push another button for sound, buddy.
I like going to device manager now.
There we go. He's got it started.
Yeah.
We'll get this figured out because I want you to hear this guy. I want you to hear his story or whatever he's got going on. I want to hear his story. I met him online, but just briefly. It's saying sound, Mike. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. Bring you back in. 1 second.
Yes.
Put him in the waiting room. Then we'll readmit him, and he can start fresh.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh, where are you going?
Milk.
Okay, now we've got picture and opportunity for sound. Now you click that.
Unmute.
Mike, hey.
The host would like you to unmute. I unmuted.
Hey, we were just saying while we were getting figured out that we've been doing this for 32 weeks, and every week we figured out again. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm the same way. I'm like totally, technology is not my thing at all. And every time I had to, do one of these live in the bathtub shows, I freaked out because I don't know what I'm doing at all with this stuff. And just you hit one wrong button and, I'm showing my age here, I guess.
Well, Mike, before you came in, I was telling a story about how I discovered you by accident because I was watching one live video on Facebook and it ended, and then yours popped up yours just popped up. it said, "Oh, you like that? Well, you might like this," kind of a situation, you know. And next thing you know, I've been watching you now for weeks on end, over and over again. I really enjoy your show that you're putting on. Incredible, accidental find. Probably never would have crossed paths. I'm in Central Illinois, down here in the States, and you're up in Edmonton.
I'm near Niagara Falls.
Okay, all right.
So we're just like 20 minutes down the road, a little town called St. Catharines.
Oh, I bet that's awesome.
Yeah, we got a bathtub here. So
Yeah, I've seen the bathtub. I'm guessing that the bathtub it offers the best acoustics in your home. That space.
Yeah, exactly. It was the only place I could find it. It seemed to sound pretty good. So
Oh, man.
I thought, I mean, who knows? It might just all be in my head, which is a possibility. I don't know.
No, Mike, you're putting out some serious energy there, and the your songs are heartfelt. I can tell you've been writing songs for a long time. I don't know if I've heard you play a few cover songs, but most of it's original, huh?
Yeah, I try to do I try to do 90% original.
Yep.
And or something like that, just because I don't know, it's fun to play. Whatever. It's fun to play some other people's music, and
I think covers are very important. As a musician myself in the past, our bands have always benefited when you play a cover song. For people get excited, it builds up their belief in you. They you tell them something they know, and they it's good to have cover songs in the set. This is my friend Eason behind me, my buddy today in the show.
Hi.
My other buddy Phil, who I normally have to do the show with, he's not in his chair for some reason right now. He wandered off. He'll be back.
Did you see me get the milk? I got the milk.
Where'd you get the milk? The squirrel milk?
Yes, it's out there.
Tonight's show is sponsored by Squirrel Milk because we have a squirrel cam every week, Mike. And right now there's no squirrel eating. Normally he's sitting there eating while we're talking. And we were trying to decide what squirrels drink, and we just figured they must drink milk, squirrel milk of some kind. So tonight's show is sponsored by Squirrel Milk. Comes in these green cans.
Hey, that could be a thing, eh? For sure. You could have all these little farms with little squirrel cages collecting all the milk out of there.
Little tiny milking machines. Trying to get them hooked up is kind of tricky.
It's like little teats,
So tell me a little bit about yourself, Mike. You've been playing music for quite a while, I'm guessing?
Yeah, pretty well. I wasn't one of those guys that had a family of musicians around me. We're mostly hockey players.
Okay.
So I didn't even start playing the guitar till I was about 18. And then I realized there's no way in hell I was going to make it in hockey. So I thought, I got to do something else. So I like singing. And then I got into, writing my own songs. And I don't know, you know what it's like as being an artist, you just kind of keep evolving. And it's such a long road to where I am, I think, now.
Yeah. You have to we have to kind of evolve as we go, and you got to learn. And for me as an artist, one of my toughest things was accepting my weird little flaws that I thought were mistakes or imperfections that ended up just being my style after a while.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, because it's funny. I just wrote a song called "My Flaws." That's too funny. Oh shit, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't be saying this on there. Jeez.
That's okay. I was once in a band called Flaws, but it was spelled FL.OZ because my buddy saw it on a beer can, and he realized that fluid ounces also says flaws, which means flaws. So we had a band called Flaws back in the 90s. We were kind of a punk band.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, were you the guitarist or drummer?
I was a weird singer guy. Yeah. Oh, there's Phil. There's Phil.
Yeah,
Phil, I want you to meet my buddy Mike. I guess I could call you my buddy. I've been following your music for a while, and we tend to have communicated a little bit. But that's my friend Phil over here. We're both artists who travel.
Hi, Phil.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry I'm a little late to the show, but Amazon was at the door every time I had to let the dog out. And Amazon was knocking at the door, giving us something that I don't know whose it was, but I'm sure it wasn't mine.
It was the wrong house? Yeah, it's cool anyway.
Enough said.
We travel around festivals, me and Phil, all summer long. And normally what we'd be doing every weekend, we'd be at some different festival someplace, setting with our art up. And I paint live. Phil does these great records. Phil, you got any records tonight? I don't see any records behind you. Phil paints on records. His main thing he paints on is records.
Oh, nice.
So normally we'd be traveling around all summer. We're basically like touring musicians, but we're touring artists. And so this summer we just decided to do a talk show instead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great, John. I dig your work, man. You're very cool. Like that. Is that all oil you do, or?
It's acrylic mostly.
Oh, okay.
I just because when I travel and I do my live art, I tend to I want to dry that night, so I use a lot of acrylic paints. And then I just got kind of stuck in that. I really enjoy doing it, and they end up with a real nice oily feeling to them, and with the amount of paint and how I use the paint, and so yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
no, 'cause I've probably done a few paintings in my life, but I can't seem to stick to it, but I enjoy doing oil because you could just do oil, and then you can look at it in an hour, or, a couple hours, and make a change, like with the toilet paint.
Acrylic, you're basically painting over. So what Phil does, he paints on records.
You can paint
He gets these old records. People donate their old records to him, old scratched up, heavy records.
Old records. You can paint on it.
He paints on them for the shows we go to.
Oh, is that ever cool, huh?
Yeah, old records.
I'm sitting here with Patty, John.
Well, hi, Patty.
She's like, we're just sitting at the kitchen table. I wish I had a broader. Can you hear me okay?
You sound wonderful. Yeah, you sound great. You look wonderful, Mike. Normally you're sweating in a bathtub and dancing. Like you can hardly keep up with you, but you look great tonight.
You sound really hip. Hey there.
That's my
Live in
bathtub.
the bathtub. Yeah, we need a link to that shirt. We need a link to that shirt, Mike, so we can get people to get that shirt off of you.
That's a good shirt. It's fun. We had a friend, the guy that plays pedal steel on the show. His aunt lives 2 blocks away from me, and she used to be an artist at a school. So I asked her if she'd do some kind of a T-shirt logo. So that's what she came up with.
Are you getting a pretty good reaction from your shows? I mean, obviously you drew me in.
Yeah, that's kind of her artwork too. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think it's been really kind to me.
That's good.
I mean,
Good.
I feel like I've done better than I thought I would do.
Good. That's our main thing is going to these events and festivals with musicians and shows and concerts, and we know how hard it is for these musicians and for you guys to deal with all this right now and not being able to do anything. It's pretty incredible. So we feel for you. People support the music if they can. It's important right now for sure. I just fell in love. I just like your voice, dude. You're singing. I just fell in love with it. I really enjoy what you write about.
Mike, where do you live?
He lives north of Niagara Falls, Phil. International guest, brother.
Why not? I mean,
yeah. Hey, Phil, I live out just a little bit west of Niagara Falls.
Okay, cool.
Like 20 minutes.
My mom and dad had their honeymoon in Niagara Falls, outside New York, Buffalo, up that way. Yeah.
I hear people do that. I hear people do that in Niagara Falls. Yeah.
Mom and Pop did.
Sure. Yeah. Now, when do you tour normally, Mike? Would you be able to go on tour, play shows, place to place? Would you travel much, or?
Well, actually, it's weird because I've been taking some time off the road for a couple of years, actually. Just life, right? But to me, it was like, obviously, we all wish this didn't happen, but I feel like it was good for me because I needed to get back into what I wanted to do. And the bathtub show allowed me to kind of get back to doing what I really wanted to do. I'd been playing a few too many bars and bar gigs, and it was getting like, you get in those, you kind of forget what it's like when you're playing places where people are listening.
Right.
And with this avenue, people are listening, and if they're talking over your show, it doesn't bother you. They're not bothering me. I can't hear them.
This is the best version of people talking during the music ever. Like, I think that the chat window is perfect, and there's so many people want to talk at the shows. That's such a big deal. Easton's one of them.
I'm a big one.
But the idea that they can communicate, and I'm watching people, big musicians. I follow Todd Snyder. I do a lot of work with him, and even the guy from Fish. He's doing these great big live streams, and they're getting like 20,000 people, but he's still reading comments, and he's having the same exact experience as all of us other musicians and artists are having right now. Mm-hmm. They don't have the big coliseums to play to. There's not giant applause. They may have more viewers, but the interaction is it's a wholly different kind of interaction. It's good for us, I think,
Yeah, it is. I think and I've been watching other artists do it, just going around and seeing friends try it, and some people are doing it every week like I am. But I think it's awesome because it really gives people a chance to listen to what the artists are really actually doing. Like I said, sometimes in the clubs there might be 50 people around, and a lot of them are talking and they're not really getting into what's happening, and this has been a great opportunity for me anyway. I don't know, lots of artists are saying this is BS, this is awful, but I'm actually, I mean, obviously I didn't wish this happened, but it hasn't been that bad for me.
Yeah. A lot of people who maybe were just starting up with things. I know a guy that was just started promoting shows like the end of last year, and he's really excited. He's getting all this promotion. He's starting these festivals, and then this happens. Somebody in that situation who just started, I can see them being upset. But a lot of us who, like me and Phil, we do travel a lot, and at the end of the summer, you wonder about a break sometimes, if you'll ever get to take a summer off, and we got to take a summer off, regardless of if it helped us or hurt us,
We're not taking those summers off. We're all 7 planets from the sun. Like, no, we're not. I see it end in sight. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's Phil.
Planet Facts with Phil.
I got a friend of mine that plays like every weekend. He does like Friday and Saturday in the same club, right? And and I think they were sort of flirting with going, like having the club open and all that. But he was sort of like saying, I think he was really enjoying all this time away from that because he'd been doing it like for so long, like, 15 years, a year away from him. I think he actually enjoyed it. He's getting into his recording studio. He's doing anyway. Hi, that's Steve Goldberger. That's the guy I'm talking about. He's a pretty amazing musician as well.
Nancy Potapizic said, "Are you live tonight, Mike?" She's asking.
Live right now.
Yeah, I'm
He's
live
live
right now. Here I am.
You said you're doing staff Christmas party tonight, but are you doing bathtub show tonight?
No.
No.
All right.
No, not tonight. I have to schedule these things.
Well, it's Friday. Hey.
I know. Normally, no. See, we did it every week for a long time, but then I decided to go every other week.
Okay, yeah, I've actually seen quite a few other musicians kind of doing that. So it just kind of breaks it up a little bit, gives people a chance to take a breath between, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt that was me and Patty both thought it was a good move, both, especially for the house, because you got to kind of send out the reminders to people. You got to follow. You got to do you got to set up this thing saying, "Hey, we're going to be here on this time." All these things.
I understand.
And it makes her nuts. She goes crazy. Mike, would you settle down, watch TV, smoke something, whatever.
That's awesome. Well, I'm not disappointed that you're not having a show tonight because I know it'll make next week just all the better.
Yep.
And there's videos out there and stuff. I'm sure it's all being saved up and people can archive and they can go back into the stuff. Are you keeping those shows up there after you do them?
I noticed that a lot of artists are deleting their shows, eh?
It's kind of going both ways. It's half and half. I've seen some are getting rid of them and some of them are keeping them. I'm letting everything stay. I'm actually taking all these shows and I put them on YouTube on Sunday. So I rebroadcast the show on Sunday for YouTubers because some of my friends don't Facebook.
Yeah.
What?
Just to spread that around there.
You put it on
What do you got to say?
after this? No.
Go ahead, Phil. What do you got to say, bud? Phil, do you have a question for Mike?
What are you doing tonight, Mike, after this show tonight? What's your pleasure of a Friday night, a week before Christmas, or a holiday? What are you going to do tonight, Mike? And you're your lady giggling in the background. What are you guys going to do tonight? You're going to have a great dinner? You're going to go play music? Are you going to have a good cocktail? What is your vibe on a Friday night? I'm looking forward to answering people's questions. You tell me, what are you going to do Friday night? What is everybody going to do? Holy Christ, if you can see it over there. Hi, Laura.
Now, Phil, if you ask a question, you have to give them an opportunity to answer.
Yes.
That's okay. I didn't. It was good. Go ahead, Phil. I don't even know what your question was.
He's asking what your plans are for tonight, bud.
Oh, what am I doing tonight? I got to go to. We're not supposed to be visiting, but these are people I work with when I'm not doing music. my small little bubble, we're having a little an actual little soiree, just about 5 of us. So we're not supposed to be visiting people, but we see these people all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of like how we are with our close crew here. You know, I think that's part of what's happened with everybody is that you do build kind of a bubble around the people you can't avoid seeing, and then that becomes your group, and that's your quarantine in a sense, right? And that's how we've been kind of dealing with it.
Yeah, it's hard because everybody's
so
trying
funny.
to, you know.
High five. Okay.
I miss
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm there, bro.
I miss a lot. I don't miss like the Walmarts and stuff like that, but I miss my friends and going to events and big crowds and people and dancing and music and things like that. You know.
Yeah,
So-
even
so-
just going out for dinner, like I miss that, you know.
Yeah.
And seeing a
Yeah.
friend
Oh, yeah.
across the room, you know.
Oh yeah, feeling comfortable in a restaurant, like sitting at a table with people in a restaurant. That's what I need. That, you know. Go ahead, Phil.
I was hoping lived on the coast. I want some seafood. I get a seafood fix. I want
Yeah.
Mm.
Is there any chance, Mike, that you would play a song for us tonight?
Sure. Oh yeah, of course there's a chance. There's a chance for anything.
Exactly. I like the way you think. I really have enjoyed what your music so far, and it's nice to meet you in person finally, or in as person as it gets these days. This is real nice to have this conversation.
Yeah, this is nice, John. You're easy to talk to.
Well, and you're always, the one thing about your shows on Fridays is you're really interactive with everybody involved. You know, my friend Brian, he gets on there sometimes. But you interact with pretty much anybody who interacts with your show, and I think that's important that you know you pay attention. You know what's going on out there. You know people are, I don't know, we like that interaction. We like that to hear you saying that we're there. I guess you know.
You know what, I think that since COVID started, I think that's been important. I think because people are feeling like there's a lot of people that are stuck in a little apartment and can't do very much or stuff like that. Like. You know, they would usually normally be out all the time, but they're stuck in this little apartment. You know, can't really go anywhere. And I think I find it important to say hello to everybody. But the thing is, the comments sometimes come by so bloody fast. I can't. Sometimes when the show's over, I'll look through who commented, and I'll realize, geez, I didn't see that one or that one or that one.
Yeah, it feels good always. Like whenever. It just feels good to have that interaction, and you tend to go back, and I've seen you go back into the comments and respond later, and it's just it's a good format. It's all we have right now. It's what we're gonna do. You know, I mean, we're lucky we got anything.
And you can't be offended by comments because you don't remember when they said that. It might have been something that you said too, so you kind of have soft skin when it comes to the comments, or you'll beat yourself up.
Not know exactly where the comment came in the course of the video, right?
Yeah,
that's true. And then, but so, you know what? Most people are nice, and we had a couple of hecklers maybe over the time. Like there was one person one night that I thought told me I should get a day job, eh?
What?
Or don't quit my day job or something like that.
And you hope they're laughing, and you hope they're just pulling your leg or shooting, bust your balls or whatever. You know, they hope they're not.
Sometimes you see it and you go, like, that's not nice, eh? Like.
Most of our feedback's been really positive.
Hi, how are you? And then suddenly this comment goes and says, "Yeah, you suck." Oh, okay. You didn't have to tell me that. You could have just scrolled down to the next guy.
yeah.
It's a strange format. I also watch my musician friends watching the screen while they're playing, and you can see that they're reading at the same time. Like you can just tell they're singing and playing, but their eyes are reading and they're laughing. They're reacting to the comments, and that is so fun to watch too. And sometimes it'll throw them off. It's just a whole interesting experience, interaction. It's a cool interaction.
I find it really helps move the show, like because what people are saying, they don't realize they're guiding, the fun part of the show. I would miss that, like when you go back to live performing, because a lot of people say they're dependent on what you have to say on stage, right? It's like what is it that he's got to say? But in Facebook Live, you have a real opportunity to play off what people are actually saying to you.
And isn't that strange how
play that into your show? You can't do that on a live concert in front of an audience unless they're really boisterous and the odd person yells out at you.
And right, and oddly enough, whenever you're playing live to an audience, when somebody yells out, it's almost always something rude or uncomfortable, and you don't want to interact with them. And normally on Facebook, that's where you get all this rude interaction. But for some reason, inside these live videos, The people that are people that are watching. First of all, they want to be there for the music. They're there intentionally. They're not, they know what they're there for. I don't know. I just think there again. It's just a great thing. Yeah. Whew. Mike Lynch, folks.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is going to be a format that we'll probably keep doing.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, and also there's also a thing. Say if you're just playing around. Say you're an artist and you're just playing around town for a while. You just want to decide to play in the bathtub, right? There's a whole bunch of moms and all that and people with younger kids that would never go out to a bar at 9-10 o'clock at night,
yep.
Right?
Oh yeah.
They just finished dinner and they're having a glass of wine and trying to settle the kids down and then there's music. I mean, I think it's a new thing, I think that I hope that when this is over, people keep doing it.
Yeah, me too, Mike. Me too, bud. Excellent. I had this idea for a chat room app. That's an app for your phone so that when you go to the show and you want to talk during the show, you just look down and type into your app. And then everybody who's at the show can be on the app. And you can talk to everybody at the show. So you could take that comment section back to the live show with you. And then maybe people wouldn't, they wouldn't hold their phones up anymore. They'd hold them down here, but they wouldn't talk. They would chat.
They'll enjoy the moment more, too.
I think it's an interesting idea.
Try to record a video, I hate those.
It's 25. Anyway, Mike, thanks for being on the show. Would you like to sing a song for us, man?
Yeah, sure.
I'll give you the floor.
Let me see here. Can you, I don't know. I'm going to take a real risk here. I don't know what I'm doing. I was thinking I was going to do a new song for you.
I'm not going to hold you to anything you don't want to be held to, but I'm going to allow you to do whatever you like.
I mean, I could just, I don't know, this, in Canada, right across in Canada, there's this highway. It goes all the way across. I don't know what you guys call them out there, but this up here is called the Trans-Canada Highway. I might be out of tune here. Too late now. There's a hitchhiker thumbing with his dog in a backpack outside the Robin Stone's White River today. Hey, well, maybe he'll get lucky, get picked up by some hippie driving an old VW, saying I'm going your way. And it's a long, long way down the Trans-Canada Highway. And if you've never been there, you gotta take the drive someday. Oh, but if I had it my way, I'd take that big decline again from Wawa's Goose right down to Pancake Bay. Wow. There's a whole bunch of tourists pulling out of T-Bay just to catch a glimpse of the Terry Fox display. He ran 3,000 miles trying to find a cure for cancer in a marathon of hope until that fateful day. And it's a long, long way down the Trans-Canada Highway. And if you've never been there, you gotta take the drive someday. Hey, I had my way, I'd take that haunting ride again from Kekabeka Falls right through to Winnipeg. All right, here's the third verse. It's all about some guy that got booted out of a band and now he's stuck out on the Trans-Canada Highway. Yeah. There's a musician busking outside a bar in Jasper, trying to make enough money to get a bus back to the Bay. You know, he was playing in a band, got in a fight with the singer, and now he ain't got nothing, just a guitar and a bag. And it's a long, long way through the Trans-Canada Highway. And if you've never been there, you gotta take the drive someday. Oh, but if I had my way, I'd take that beauty ride again from Yellowhead Pass right down to English Bay. Oh, it's a long, long way down the Trans-Canada Highway. And if you've never been there, you gotta take the ride someday. Oh, if I had my way, I'd take that big decline again from Wawa Stoops right down to Pancake Bay. It's a long, long way down the Trans-Canada Highway. All right, there it is, the Trans-Canada Highway song.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I can tell you got a lot of good music in you, Mike. I appreciate you being on the show. I can't thank you enough so far, man.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
wonderful.
It's been a blast. Hey, I'm so glad you asked me to come on.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah. So Mike Lynch, folks, if you want, his thing is linked there at the bottom of the screen there, so you can see a link to get to his music and stuff, and support this guy, support his music if you can. Friday nights, random every other Friday night. Next Friday night.
Yes, actually, John, I was going to say I haven't told my audience yet, but we're going to try and do a show on the 23rd.
Okay. Oh, next Friday's Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And we just kind of thought maybe if we do the show on Friday, it might be a little bit inappropriate.
Can we turn the camera forward?
I don't know. Maybe people would be weird about it. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know.
We have our next show is scheduled for Christmas night, but I always figure Christmas night's kind of like people are kind of looking for something to do anyway. It's a tough one.
We're doing it, John.
What do you think? Should I just do it Christmas night?
There again, I'm not making that decision for you, but
John, help me out here.
Eason, get that camera right, buddy. Eason took the squirrel some milk. The thing about this Christmas, Mike, is it's just so screwed up because normally I had two grandma's houses to go visit and things like that, and this year is going to be a whole lot of nothing going on around here. We'll see our bubble, our few people, but we're not going to be doing a big.
You got a great excuse not to see somebody this year if you don't want to, eh?
This is true. It's better than any football game that people can turn on, I guess. So yeah, Eason gave the squirrels some milk. So Phil, do you think it's a good idea that Eason gave the squirrels some milk?
No.
Probably not. Anyway, we'll see. The squirrels are probably going to bed. It's getting dark out there. Yeah.
Mom, get the dog.
Sounded really good, Mike, man. Any closing words, Phil, for Mr. Lynch there?
It was a great set, Mr. Lynch. Much love. Go Canadian football.
He asked if you knew who Geddy Lee. I didn't think you knew Geddy Lee. General Vice of Canada.
Rush, one of my favorite three.
My mother has met Geddy Lee. My mom met Geddy Lee.
Yeah, Tragically Hip is one of my favorite Canadian bands of all time.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
so Phil, hey, Phil, what do you think about painting a Mike Lynch record?
Of course I could do that.
You should do that.
Oh, that would be cool.
When we do a festival, Mike, there might be 55 bands on the list, and Phil will paint a record for every band playing that weekend.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, the little bands, the big bands.
Well, I'd be honored, Phil.
No, I'd be honored too. That was fantastic. Come on to Phil and Jon Zone, number 32. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Right on, man. Well, Mike, thank you very much for coming on the show. I look forward to seeing your next performance, bud. You guys have a great weekend and Christmas. All right.
Yeah, we'll do. Thanks for having me on, and from Canada and beyond.
That's right, buddy. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Michael.
And bye, Patty.
Talk to you later, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers out. Phil and Jon Zone, number 32. Number 32. What do you think, Phil? have to deal with Miss Amy on those just friends. We do need milk. We didn't go to the store today. I didn't get out of the house today.
You know what we should have now? Right now, I want a cup of coffee and make a cake and chill out and have a lava lamp and everybody chill out and talk. I think I get nervous on the shows. Everybody relax. What's everybody doing? Happy holidays.
You say you get nervous?
I do every time. 32 years.
Hey, Miss Amy, welcome home. I think we may have a guest this evening staying with us.
Sweet.
Bishop.
I like it.
Easton Bishop.
Might as well.
We have a guest.
Person over there.
I think I'm part of the show.
Okay.
Hey, it's Golf Cart Kid.
Wow, that was nice to have Mike come on the show like that. That was pretty cool. He's a great dude. Yeah, we're blessed with the people that get to come on our show. You guys want to come on? Who wants to come on the show now? Who wants to be next on the show?
Yeah.
I'm going to share the link
I hope a squirrel comes.
in the feed below. I don't know if the squirrel's going to come back now because you put milk out there. It's probably freaking him out.
He wasn't drinking the bottles of water you had sitting there.
Oh yeah, this was not squirrel water.
Does he know how to open the bottles? The squirrel?
Probably not.
Damn it.
Go out there and teach him.
Plans for tomorrow morning.
What a cool guest, man, Mike Lynch. There again, I came across the people sometimes by accident.
I hope a squirrel.
You never know what you're going to get, what you're going to see or get into in the Phil and Jon Zone. Tonight was all the way from Canada, up there near north of the good old fashioned Niagara Falls, where a whole bunch of mamas dads got hitched up there.
I think the only times I've been to New York is flight layovers. And the only times.
Flight layovers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very much fun.
No. I don't go up there. I shouldn't.
New York, I've never been there. No, we drove towards New York one time. Me and Amy drove towards New York. We were in Maryland. We're like, let's go see the ocean. And we drove, and we saw the sign that said Philadelphia, and we kind of saw a sign that said Chesapeake Bay, and we're like, well, that's kind of like the ocean. So we went there. And by the time we got there, there's so many cloverleaf highways and like crazy lost turns, and it was scary.
Oh, that's strange, huh?
It's got to be cittier and cittier and
it's
cittier
like
and cittier. We were still south of Philadelphia, and there was so much city, we decided to turn left and go home.
Hey, John.
Yeah, man.
John.
Yeah, Phil, what's up, buddy?
Do you have a goal? What do you want to do? Do you want to see anything before?
What, like the next 5 years?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's a tough question. Yeah. Huh.
What do you want to see in the next?
I want to go to Rome, because we were supposed to go to Rome this year. But guess what? We didn't
I
go.
don't care about it over. I mean, yeah.
You got to get a smart ID after next year. Anybody got a smart ID yet?
Not yet. With the little star on it or whatever?
Yeah,
or like the little
something.
something on it?
Yeah, they gave us another year before we needed them to fly or anything. Unless you're going to swim to Rome, I mean.
We might not be able to even go to Rome for a while anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to do, because we were supposed to do that this year.
Okay.
But we didn't, because it just didn't turn out. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the link out in the live world. If anybody wants to join, if they have Zoom, they can enter the meeting code and the passcode and jump on in with Phil and I for the last part of the zone. 4:52. He had to be somewhere at 6 o'clock his time, which is 5 o'clock our time. So he didn't. I think Phil.
What?
A is for all the people I miss.
Okay, here we're gonna go. We're gonna start with. Here we go. You started with A. Hold on. We get a new segment. Okay, you go A.
Is it the new segment?
It's a segment called A to Z. A to Z. We got a minute and 1:31 to go, and John starts with A. Go.
A is for all the people I miss.
B is for Black Sabbath. C. Hurry up.
C is for Crash Test Dummies.
D is for don't you dare miss the Phil and Jon Zone.
E is for Elf, my favorite Christmas movie.
F is for Frozen.
What's after F? G is for Griffins.
Nice.
H is for Huff and Puff.
I is for illuminating the darkness.
J is for just kidding.
K is for all the kisses that I miss all my friends.
Aww.
It's an L. Laugh out loud.
M is for the Merry Pranksters.
N is for Nazareth, one of my favorite bands of all time.
And you do know music. Okay, N.
O is for, oh my God, where's the squirrel? N? No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
He said, oh my God, where's the squirrel?
M.
P is, please don't give the squirrels milk.
I have what? You have P? I have Q? Oh.
Q.
Yeah.
Queen, Freddie Mercury.
R. Oh, there's a cat. I gave milk and there's a cat.
R.
Yep.
Come on.
No wonder the squirrel's not coming
the
around.
squirrel's not out there.
All right.
What was the last letter?
R. S.
R.
S. I'm on it.
I don't think squirrels can have milk.
S is for our squirrel milk, our sponsor tonight. Squirrel milk, folks. Drink squirrel milk. Leave the cows alone.
We needed squirrel milk.
T is for titties. Love them.
Oh, BOTs. All right.
What letter are we on?
Whatever's after T. Whatever's after T.
Saturday and Sunday?
Umbrella by Chicago Farmer. It's one of my faves.
Yeah, Umbrella by Chicago
That's
Farmer.
T.
Listen to Chicago Farmer tonight at 7:30 on his feed. T is for umbrella. U is for umbrella. V is for
What do I have? What
the
letter?
Violent Femmes.
No.
Just Violent Femmes. They weren't called the Violent Femmes anymore. They're just called Violent Femmes. V.
All right, I'll go with Violent Femmes. V. All right.
W.
You're up next.
Was it your turn? Yeah, I went before you. It's your
You got a
turn.
U.
We lost track of turns. Damn it. W.
E, I got a V. Get the alphabet.
U's on V.
I had V. You said I had Violent Femmes.
I'm a mathematician. I'm
I
never
said
gonna
V.
say
I got Violent Femmes. What's
Oh.
after V?
Could be a star, could be a map.
W.
W. W. You gotta say it fast. I'm gonna say whiskers.
What about? Oh. What would Phil do? W. X. Exclamation point.
Sometimes Y, but I don't know. Yonder Mountain String Band. Miss those guys.
I didn't mean it. I think I took Ethan's turn the last couple times. I'm sorry, Ethan.
Yeah, I'm quiet.
All right. You know, I just got excited about the next letter.
It's my birthday.
Well-
My phone's been ringing.
I think there's one letter left, Phil.
What's the
It's
last
Ethan's
letter?
birthday, by the way. It's fucking Ethan's birthday. Hold on a
Cheers.
second. Da-da-da-da-da. It's Ethan's birthday today. Ba-da-da-da-da. It's Ethan's birthday today.
Hey, and I got a call just now. That's confirmation. The
Alright,
girl I
G.
was going to stay with tonight, her husband didn't care for her. Told you. Because
It's
couples
probably
don't
pretty
like
smart.
single guys around.
Hey, Tom Dean, why don't you come in the room, buddy? I put the link at the pinned comment. There's the idea.
Oh, Dean!
If you want to come to the Phil and Jon Zone tonight, it's free. We're gonna send out the link to
I
everybody.
told you it's not free. They gotta pay $5 to get into the zone. Ethan knows.
I don't like that.
In a
That's
long
way too
time, he owes us a lot of money.
Hey, we can start charging for advertisement. I mean,
Hey.
there's
You got Oregon for a 6-pack. I got USC.
I got Oregon.
I got a USC.
Quack, quack.
Goes the duck. I know that one. So it's interesting to see how long it took us to get through an alphabet because that was tricky. Now, could you imagine getting pulled over and the guy says, "Can you do the alphabet backwards? Can you do the alphabet backwards, Phil?" Squirrel
What?
Zone's getting blanked.
Yeah, get rid of the squirrel.
Squirrel
Come
Zone's
on. Really?
in the waiting room. Could you do the alphabet backwards? I don't think I can.
Why can't you do
I'm
it?
not gonna-
Come on.
We could barely do it forwards with 3 of us.
Here's the point. Don't drink and drive.
So the link is in the feed. If you want to join the Zoom tube, Tom Dean, you want to come in and juggle for us? We got a little longer on the show. We'll even get you some background music for Tom Dean. Nah, that's not gonna work. Oh, how about this one? Tom Dean from Tommy's Abstract World, folks. One of a kind.
Yes.
Oh, payday. The checks are here, Phil. The checks are here. Woo! I'm gonna cash yours. Thanks, buddy.
Dang it.
Aha, the paycheck. The infamous paycheck that Phil's been waiting on since... When did we start this show? What was the first week of the show?
Look at Laura. She's in her.
Whoa. I can't look at Laura right now. Tom Dean says coming in a minute. He's got his own theme music, so he better come in. We might even play the long version of his theme music and add the lyrics.
We gotta negotiate the price of this painting.
You got that? Who bought that one?
Eason?
That's why I'm here.
That's balls, dude. That's balls.
Yeah.
I did not paint balls, but now that you say it kind of looks like balls.
No.
That's the Ferdinand.
No, that's a great purchase. Look at how it pops.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is. I like.
You know, we had a big
only one tree out there, and holes under the tree.
The festival from Sugar Creek. Yeah, the thing you popped up.
The festival poster from last week that started the first festival poster for next year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of hits.
It's got a lot of people tagged on it. There were a lot of people drawn on it.
Yeah, you did it. You brought up people I saw. Yeah, there it is. Where am I at?
Where's Phil? You got a baseball cap on. You got more hair coming out of the back than usual.
I figured that.
You can only see the back of the records because you don't pay on that side.
I know. No.
If you notice, there are people in the audience with records.
I showed all. Yeah.
Nice.
And there's Captain Caveman.
Okay.
Hey, John,
My friend
I sit
Mick,
there and smiled
Hunter
more
Thompson.
than usual when they came out.
Charlie Brown. That's in there for you too, Phil. The Charlie Brown.
It's the first time you drew Charlie Brown.
That is my first Charlie Brown drawing, first since I was a little kid.
Hey, John, I smiled more than you know.
Well, don't tell Charles Schultz because he probably won't be printing up pictures of Charlie Brown. And then right next to his face is on the actual poster. He's got Cherry Garcia's face too, of course.
You gotta pay them royalties just to have Charlie Brown?
Oh, I'm sure they want something. There ain't nothing for free anymore. No. What's that behind you got there, Phil? What's that, a board game?
What?
Calendar? Is that a Norman Rockwell painting? What's that one thing behind you?
Which one?
Yeah, that one.
One about
We have eclectic backgrounds. It says something about us, I guess, all the shit behind us.
Oh, I have shit. If you walked around this room, you or the basement, yeah, you. What are you looking for? I'm looking at my.
Off screen.
Um,
John. No. I don't feel like smoking today.
That's okay.
I don't smoke every day. I'm not.
That's okay.
Nothing
Well,
wrong with potheads. I'm an alcoholic.
No, like, listen.
I'm an
I
alcoholic.
see you're an alcoholic. I need a beer. Hey, honey,
We all have our moments, okay? It's okay.
Okay.
We live in Illinois, folks.
Yes.
We're not breaking any kind of laws.
Social distancing.
We're having a good time. He's even 6 feet away.
Social
Almost.
distancing. What are we supposed to do? Make your wife
We're
touch
doing
you.
our best.
You know, wash your hands.
Yeah, you're stuck here for 2 weeks. You know that?
Of course.
Came in the door. 2 weeks.
I'm gonna take care of my
Ethan's here.
daughter.
That's our PSA. That's our statement. Everybody who tuned in tonight. Thank you, everybody who came in. Michael, John, all the people that came in who I've never met before. I think they were friends of Mike's. We really appreciate everybody coming in. Patricia Dolby. What's this person's name? SJK. How do you say a name that says SJK?
I
know,
didn't
I-
recognize a lot of the people.
That's a cool name. SJK. That's the first name. I wonder how you say that.
Well, no,
Paul Smart,
Yeah,
Nancy.
really, when I look at it,
Man.
I think
Oh.
These people might be from Canada, I'm guessing. No, that's jokes.
Possibly.
But everybody who tuned in tonight, we really appreciate everybody who came in. Mike, what a cool guest. Lucky to have people just want to be on our show that don't even know what they're getting themselves into.
We have no waiting room right now.
No, the squirrel zone's out there, but I think it's gonna be bad posturing.
See, if I wasn't on the show, there would be a crowd to be on your show.
Oh, there's plenty of people watching, at least 4.
Right. I'm just sorry.
We don't worry about that, folks. That's not why we do the show.
Right.
You know, we do the show just so we can.
If you're not watching us, what is people doing? What are you guys doing if you're not watching? Are you sitting at home going?
What is it? 5:30 on a Friday? What time is it?
It's about 5:03.
Making supper. Why can't you watch the show in the kitchen?
I think a lot of people do actually watch the show while they're making supper. I've had that response before. Because it is, we picked an odd time for our show, folks, but there's a reason for it. And I'll tell you right now why we do our show Friday at 4 o'clock. Because everybody's doing a damn show, and it was the only open slot. So we started doing it at 4 o'clock on Fridays. And now we just do it at 4 o'clock on Fridays. Every Friday.
People watch a show at 7 o'clock. It's actually a movie time for them, I think.
It's time when they should be making their damn dinner is what time it is. And instead we're doing this show. So we're distracting people. I didn't see Nick Rubio tonight, but that's okay. People watch from different time zones. You know, a lot of people, Mike's friends were watching from the Eastern time zone. So they were an hour behind us anyway. Hell, Indiana's an hour behind us.
Half the year, I think.
I think that the strange and wonderful world... The strange and wonderful world of Tommy Dean, folks. Coming in on the show, working on getting the sound working. He's going to juggle.
Man, he's good. I tried throwing.
He does juggle
tennis
well,
ball
yes.
For a while last week, but I can't juggle.
Tommy, you got any sound tonight, bud? You sound kind of silent. Silent. No sound.
Hey,
Wow,
Tommy.
wonderful world of the odd.
Hello.
Of the abstract
Brought a backpack.
mind. That is Tom
Gotta
Dean.
move it back.
Tom Dean, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, man.
So,
Mm,
Do you know Eason, Tom? Mindy, you guys met Eason before?
yes.
I'm sure.
You met him.
yeah.
Guy.
How's everybody doing this evening?
Hey!
We gotta take her, Phil. We gotta take her to the zone.
Wait a minute.
I almost drank out of the wrong side of my beer can. That's would be really strange.
I hate it when they poke a hole like in your beer.
Bill, you gotta get your mask in the mail.
They
Yeah,
do that to
we
you.
ordered some masks.
On the golf course, yeah, it's not with me.
Be there any day.
Look at you.
You see it?
I learned this while I was watching television.
Hey, Tom, I saw you in a coloring book juggling some stuff with you had a bongo.
Yeah, John. Dripping, right? Nice work there, man. That was really fun.
Me, Bongo.
Really cool. Love it.
What are you doing, Tom? What you been up to,
Nothing,
bud?
Bongo.
No.
Just doing some coloring.
We now enter the second half
Doing
of our
math.
program. We're
Hey, Tom, is that your climbing wall or what? Behind
What?
Is that your climbing wall?
No.
Oh.
Looks
You know
like-
what Pink says, Phil? Hey, Phil, you know what Pink said? Pink said that sometimes we're good companions during dinner time, but other times, question mark.
Hey,
We hope everybody's making a nice big dinner for their family tonight, and they're having or frozen pizza, or they're ordering sandwiches, or whatever, man. You know.
I made a whole chicken tonight. I don't know, make tostados or
Sounds good.
I want some chicken tostados.
Yeah, chicken tostados, man. I get the munchies after the show. I see the
Tom, did you?
Hi, Pink.
Pink is out there. Pink is watching with us. Yep. Pink says we're good companions during dinner. I know she means well. We sure love that, Pink. Tell Floyd we said hello, Pink. Give him a big hug. And who else is watching out there? Chime in if you're watching. Tell us where you're from, because we're not sure where you're
Come on,
from.
Amy.
Simon.
What is for supper?
Where's Garfunkel?
Probably pizza since you're here staying. Probably have more pizza or something.
Ah,
He almost didn't make it out of the studio, folks. That was close.
damn it.
Ooh, is that a fun dip? Where'd that come
I
from?
love Mike Lynch, man. That guy.
Check that out, huh,
Turned
Tom?
on. Oh my God. He is brilliant.
Where's Mindy? Drinking
I'm blown away. He really put on a good show for us. He what a cool interview, and just I like that hat, Mandy. I like the stocking cap.
Yeah, I like that too. Hi, Mindy.
Cold in here.
Baby, it's cold inside. I think I posted it all over the place. Who knows who's watching? If you're watching out there, please chime in. Tell us in the comments. Tom Bricky, oh my man, Tom Bricky, you need to come on the show, buddy. You're not late. Tom, come on and play a song, buddy. We'd love to have you on. Below, you can see the meeting ID and the passcode, and above there's a link. I'll post the link again. My good friend Tom Bricky, he plays one song every Friday, and about 9 or 10 weeks ago, he did a longboard ride with his guitar where he sang "On the Road Again" while he was longboarding down the street, and it's so good. Oh, it's like my favorite video of the whole summer. Tom, come on the show. He's wonderful, and he's been singing a different song every Friday. And dude, it's got a catalog, man. He's got a bunch of songs in there.
Yeah.
He does them well.
Come on. Play some
Does them
music.
well. So Tom Ricky, we're calling you out. We want you to come on the song. Get your Zoom on. Put your Zoom on. Try it on for size. And come hang out with us, man. We'd rather this like anybody come on the show, but a musician with some talent is just helpful.
Yeah, some of us musicians don't have very much talent.
Eason did say he's going to play a song before the night's over with, though.
I will, but I won't do it online. I got a bunch. I didn't bring any lyrics with me either.
Oh, you can make up some lyrics, right, guys?
Yes.
Mindy got super stoked, man.
Well, yeah. Why don't you want to hear me sometimes? I'm a rambler.
Yeah, Tom's not zoomy, but you know what? We can just share Tom's video and let make people watch it anyway.
Yeah.
I'll share it tomorrow. Anyway, I shared it today. I think I shared his Sturgill Simpson one today. It was really good. I know I watched it. It was super good. Fridays are something to look forward to with all these people doing their streams. The wild and wonderful world of the abstract mind that is Tom D.
Tuesdays are the most confusing anymore. A lot of people like doing Tuesdays.
Cody does Tuesday nights too, doesn't he?
Yes, and other people want to do Tuesdays. So, man, you gotta watch your slots.
Phil, what do you if we had to switch the show? What night would we put it on?
We're
not switching
Friday the way it is.
Sunday football. Today.
No, I'm super psyched for Saturday bowl games tonight. As soon as we get off, I can't wait to get off and do DraftKings and FanDuel and have a great dinner tonight.
Are you super stoked to end the show then? Or is that what you're saying?
No,
I haven't checked my capital.
I'm super stoked for the third segment of Phil and Jones cigar and comfy zone. Yeah.
You know what? We did start a new segment last week that we warned you about, the Epic Tales segment. You know,
where did that come from?
Phil's epic stories. When you feel like telling a story about something cool.
I got stories.
You got great stories, and every week, folks, every week after we end the show, Phil tells the awesomest story to me every week.
I'm gonna tell you a story right now.
Hold on, no. Hold on a second. You think you're just gonna bust one out right now? You can't yet. Hold
Come on, I got a good one.
Well, okay, hold on.
I can't.
John's setup is really sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Epic Stories by Phil. Starring Phil and his memory. Thanks, Phil. What do you got for us?
What? See, I'm under.
Go.
I'm choking up. Yeah. Go Chicago Bears. I don't know.
Is this in the Sports Minute? He ate the mushroom.
Hey, I don't get a spotlight on me.
Every week, folks, we're gonna have an epic story from Phil.
Yeah, back in Mike Dick guy, hi Kelly.
Hey, man.
Back way before you guys are all born, back in 79, went to the door in Oak Brook for a prom date, and
79.
Donk, and who answered the door smoking a cigar was Mike Dick guy. He goes, "What are you doing with my granddaughter?" Anyway, that was the story. It's a Mike Ditka story, and he opened the door and he wanted to kill me and he laughed away. And that's my Chicago Bears story. And
Phil, this has been another epic story from Phil. They're always way more epic late in the show, folks. So stay tuned. You can't leave after the guest leaves. You gotta stick around.
Does that make any sense? Hey, Jim McQuaid. Hey, Mike. Hey, Jim McQuaid. Hey, Joe Gleason. I miss you guys from Oak Brook, Downers Grove North. Hey, Doc River. Yeah. Anyway.
No, Phil. It does. It all makes sense, and it sounds wonderful.
It does. It does in my soul.
And the questions are coming in already about the story. So are you willing to answer a couple questions about the story? Ladies and gentlemen, Phil answers questions about the epic story. So the question that came in on the wire, Phil, was, "But did you die?"
No, I'm still
I don't think Mike Ditka would kill you. I think he'd probably
No,
just.
I mean he really. Yeah, I mean I can picture the state of
I never met Mike Ditka.
Yeah,
I never met no Mike Ditka. I did a painting of him once. Oh, I sold it.
Yeah, you did. I remember that painting.
Which I wasn't Star Trek. It was just I did.
People are still talking about how excited they were about Mike Lynch, and you know that's exciting when you have a musical guest come on the show.
Oh,
And then-
so
fun.
good.
Yeah, he's important. Mike Lynch, man. Cowboy in Bathtub, whatever it is, from live from the bathtub is his T-shirt, and his link's there in the feed, folks. You got to get a chance to go check him out and support these artists that are at home making music, man, and support the artists that are at home making art, like all of us. Hey, what do you got there, Tom? A record, first of all.
Nice, Tom.
Yeah.
SO Afro Jam Funk Beat. I can dig that.
They're a fun Chicago band.
Hey, what's
It
that?
was surprising.
Funky.
So,
I remember that one. That's a bizarre one.
yeah.
I had no clue. Wow, you still have that.
Oh, yeah.
It says it's
That's
what
pretty
year?
dope.
19.
Your records stick around, Phil. We don't throw them out, man.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's my
you can
first one.
always,
The Chicago band. They're really good.
I know we saw him. Yeah.
Pretty much no matter where you look in this room, there's one or two of them.
you can always recognize Phil's handwriting on everything he does. It's like, once you know his handwriting, you know what Phil makes.
The high note, man. Way back in like a long time of years ago. 2016. When we thought 2016 was such a horrible year. I'm so sick and tired of people blaming it on 2020. It's a damn number.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of jackasses making it a shitty year. It's not the year itself.
It's getting colder, though, I noticed, so we haven't made it through winter yet.
No?
Yeah. No snow. Buffalo got a lot of it.
Yeah, we haven't had too much. I haven't made
Oh, the
snow
Northeast, they got jacked up, man.
Here's a couple of sports things I did for a custom order.
God, milk.
Here's a
That's a
great,
custom job.
That was the one.
Custom.
Yeah.
Got milk.
The rare moment when Phil paints live. He did a pigeon playing
See, I'm
ping
not
pong
gonna
one
throw it
once.
away.
No,
keep
that's way better. Yeah.
I'm totally
Dude, a
keeping
pigeon
it.
one live? Where was I?
Yeah.
Still has a little bit of mud on it too.
That was a fun
From
weekend.
the rain.
Yeah, show us some art, Tom. I'm going to put you on the spotlight for a second.
Nice.
See what you've been up to. Folks, Tom Dean, Tommy's Abstract World, the wild and wonderful world of the abstract mind that is Tom Dean, folks.
Hi, Dean.
I met him in a field of flowers, surrounded by
I
hippies and
like
music.
that a lot, Tom. I like
He was
the
juggling and playing the bongos with his feet, man. I swear to God.
Whoa.
That was cool.
Center point. Right on, dude.
Time. Took a lot of time to do that.
Right on. Looks like
I think he was playing bongos with his feet. It sounded like he was playing bongos with his feet.
Okay.
locust centering point. Like the yellow.
What's that? Now, Tom, could you explain what that's a picture of?
What do you think?
I'd just like to know your opinion.
The butterfly. It's the coloring book.
It's very butterflies, yes. Oh, you see that one?
Yeah,
That
I
one's
colored.
less. Yeah, I like it, man.
Yeah.
I like it, Tom. Oh. Yeah, you got great
Are you
work,
going
man.
to church or what? Looks like Jesus Christ.
I did grow up. I did grow up in the church.
Yeah, you did.
My father was a
Because the stained glass thing, you feel like you're
fundamentalist
feeling
preacher. Yeah.
Yeah, you should do stained glass windows. Find somebody, you got good enough art that you could hire a bunch of people to make
God
the windows.
bless your soul. Have a glass of milk.
Squirrel milk, folks.
Got
Well, this is all the coloring book. Anybody can do it.
Hey, can I show some art or what? You taking over our show?
You're next, dude. You're next. Come on.
Oh, I like that painting on the wall.
Yeah, show
On the
it.
wall. What's that?
My wife just told me that I missed my chance to get more beer, but I have another one in the fridge, so I'm okay.
John, show your stuff too. You got always every
Hey,
day.
what's in that drink?
I never did no art.
What's in there,
What?
Tom Dean?
Show your art better. You need more light,
You
dude.
want to see art nobody's seen yet?
No, we don't need more light.
We don't need more light.
You can't see the colors, dude.
There's no colors. This is black and white.
That's cool.
See his maze head?
Oh my god, is that
You see what he
like
took?
oh my god,
Can you see it? You can't see it. I can see it. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I can see what you're yeah, the Nazi.
So that was your day. Let's see what's in here.
Wow, that's heavy shit.
I love John's coloring books. They're great. I really let my daughter
Wow.
learn these coloring books. It's
Is that
special.
Charlie
charcoal? Or what'd you do that with?
This is white with that white pencil on black paper. You've probably seen me do it before.
Oh, pencil.
You know,
All right. Yeah. Sometimes it looks like there's charcoal there.
It does.
Yeah.
you
He
know,
got into good chalk work. That chalk work you've been doing the last
He's got
couple of
fun
years
hair.
is good
Yeah, this stuff's
for
good.
a different business.
it's not good. The black and white concept of artwork is
It's crap.
more pop. Yeah, it's crap.
It's total shit.
Yep, it is more popping than the color.
I took all my art and I threw it in a tarp and I burnt it.
What is art, though? Really?
It's gone. Art, that is my art now.
Chicken squirrels.
How about this one, Tommy?
Yeah, oh so you're this you started the fire? Oh my god.
I hope not. Goodness gracious. God, that's sad to think about. Fire's not funny.
All right.
So that's an eyeball tree.
Hindu.
Here's
I
my.
know. That was just my hand. My hand made that. I don't know what it is. Oh, I like this one though. I guess I'll show you one more. This one has kind of like a story that it tells from the top to the bottom. Maybe from the bottom to the top. Yeah, let's go from the bottom to the top. So it comes in like it's like a. Oh, you can't see it. No, there we go. So it's like a cityscape, and then you go up in the clouds, and there's mountains, and then the sky, and then there's these waves, and there's more there's pyramids up in
Dude,
the
that's
clouds.
a great T-shirt, dude.
Turns into like a wave.
Yeah, dude.
Turns into
Wow.
outer space with all the planets. Actually, I don't know. I've never done anything like that. That's just drawings that nobody's ever really seen.
Dude, that's be a great T-shirt.
How about that for a T-shirt? So I don't know. I got a ton of stuff, Tom. You gonna market this stuff? Hey, Tom, why don't you be a marketer? You would be the guy. Come to my house and just sit with me all day and be like, okay, that, and give me a stack of shit, and I'll give you some. We'll get some money. We'll get some investors.
Oh, you come to Chicago, and we
Get some
can
investors.
we can scan we can print your stuff for you. Yeah.
I know. Just saying. We can,
No, you come to me because like I'm the one that has this. I can help you
there's a
out.
bird tree.
Hey,
Oh, that's sick, dude.
hey, gentlemen.
That would be a great
Hey,
T-shirt.
Phil's turn.
My turn. Hey,
All
gentlemen.
right, Phil.
Hi, Tom. Hi, giggling girl in the background drinking cereal and milk. We should think as artists, and we have to come up with something. And John's not.
I just got an important scroll. Hold on. Yep, it says Phil's turn. Phil's turn. Show some art. Phil, show me some art.
Okay. I did these. I'm going to send it out to. Was at a great little barn festival up in Wisconsin. They went an Oakland Raiders, so Oakland Raiders. You know the Raiders, Raider Nation, and is that all right? Is that for the customer? And I do like my lettering, and this is all the bands on there. It's Oakland Raiders for a friend. Customer orders.
Your lettering is ridiculous, Phil. No, I mean ridiculously good.
Whew! I saw your eyes popping out of your head. Yeah, but tonight I'm gonna. I like to. I was thinking of why I was gonna watch for a Goofy movie. I like eating on a Goofy on Friday night. Believe it or not, what are you guys doing on a Friday night?
Probably watching some.
Are you going out? You partying? Or are you going out?
No. Easton's hanging over here. Easton's hanging out with us tonight. It's his
Oh
birthday.
shit! You're drinking a lot of booze.
So we're gonna drink a few, yeah, but not a lot. I mean, enough. It'll be okay. Apparently, he had to go. He was gonna go over to some girl's house who's married, and then she told her old man, and he was like, "I don't know about all that shit."
Hey, John. Hey, Ethan.